Should we talk about that Casey update, that Casey Neistat documentary update interview?
I haven't watched it.
Recently, well, Casey made a documentary about David and his success and his rise to fame, and then his fall when the girl was sexually assaulted by Dom. And the documentary was mostly about that after. Like, the first half was him rising, and the second half was about the girl, and then, like, maybe, like, 2% my accident, and then his reaction about it. That's how it ended. David, like, talked about it. Like, I saw it. Casey FaceTimed me, and that's why I sued David, because I saw what David said about me and how he really felt. And I was like, no fucking way. Like, my heart dropped. I was like, like, all this time, I thought I was, like, best friends with this kid.
Yeah.
And this is how he talks about me behind my back.
Yeah.
It's not even behind my back. It's in a fucking documentary that'll be out in a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But the statute of limitations would have been up. If I hadn't seen that clip, I would have never got to sue.
Yeah.
So thank you, Casey, for doing that. But also, kind of fuck you, Casey, right now. Because he said that he's not releasing his documentary, that you sat down with a girl that was assaulted and spoke to you about her most traumatic moment of her life for days, weeks, and you're going to bury the story to protect this kid that you openly admitted. And imagine you're that girl. I mean, maybe I could relate more because I'm a victim. I know my shit's not like hers. Like, it's completely different. But, like, hers is way worse. Like, she actually sat there. She wants to be anonymous.
Yeah.
This girl doesn't want clout. She doesn't want to get famous. She just wanted to tell the story to get this bad guy that did some bad shit to her. And Casey fucking sat for weeks interviewing her. And now he said that he thinks that David was the best comedian on YouTube in history. That was the funniest part of the interview right there, because David never did anything. He filmed everybody else. Jason, maybe, if you wanted to say that. He was the best in the videos.
Yeah.
Jonah,
Next,
you know?
Yeah, next one.
But for you to say it like that, for you to phrase it like that, is insane. Because imagine you're that girl at home who's now in school or living a normal life, and you're watching David throw Halloween parties and do all this wild shit, and the documentary you did is, like, now not coming out.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts? Do you think I talk too much about this shit?
I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation just because there's so many people involved. As far as the girl,
Yeah. What about Jonah? Because he's in between us. He introduced us to each other.
I mean, honestly, that's just the toughest part, because
Nick,
we were all close.
And the Antonians.
Yeah.
I talked to Vardon the other day.
They love you.
I
know Vardon, like,
I love that whole family.
Yeah.
I still love. I mean, I still deeply care for Nick.
Yeah.
I wish him the best.
It's vice versa. I talked to him. I know it's vice versa. It's just such a.
I know they don't see themselves having any other route to success and you know, not having to get a regular job than tagging along and hoping for some sort of resurgence in his career, and he's going to put them all back on, and I just don't see that happening.
I think it's just like, I don't want to speak for Nick, but I think it's like a loyalty thing where he thinks that, you know, David's the one to, like, put him on, so he feels like
I did everything David did too.
Yeah.
I gave just as much money as David gave that family.
Yeah.
I gave the same. Beefy Boys, 1,000-pound family, $25,000 checks I was cutting them.
Yeah.
And that was out of love. Because
Yeah.
my sponsors were $25,000. I was giving them all the money. You know, but I was so happy to make that content because I loved them. Those were my favorite videos. I go back and watch them.
I do too. I just watched them like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
They're good. Like, everything.
And Nick was the best. He was so good at being the villain. And I love that. I love that I had a guy that would do that, because Steven doesn't want to be the bad guy ever. You know, I love Steven, the stuff that he does.
Even when we had Vardana, remember we had Vardana as the guest?
Vardana was
so
gold.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the best. I mean, I don't think it's really been obviously the same for anyone.
It hurts. A lot of it hurts because, you know, I understand everybody's situation, but I did lose a lot of friends, you know, even though they chose my enemy's side. This is like the election. You know, I'm making like a Kamala speech right now. Like, even though you chose my enemy side, I still want you to do the right thing. Get out there and believe in yourself, and do not settle for a job at Trader Joe's. Do not settle for doing TikTok Live. Go out there and make a podcast like what everyone else does when they fall off. All right? Believe in yourself. Do a tour. Do something. Don't just beg for money. Don't just dick ride and be in the background of Snapchats hoping that one day you're going to get a car. The car stopped coming. When the vlogs stopped, the car stopped. Have you seen a car given away yet? When's the last time you seen a car given away?
Well, it's been a minute.